cars taking off on the warm-up lap for the third and final race here at Barbagallo Raceway in Perth. But let's have a look at the highlights of what unfolded in the reverse grid top 10 race 2. And with the grid reverse, that put Rodney Jane onto the front row to pole with Daniel Gillison. But the big drama was Andrew Jones. Clutch drama in the West Track. Commodore whack. Dale Wood, unsighted, cleaned up the Albury-based Commodore. And it instantly gave us chills down our spines from Carl Reindler's accident here at this circuit last year. Jones brought the clutch to the bite point too quickly. It heated up, it stalled, and he got cleaned up on the way through. And Jones and Wood were done for the rest of the weekend. Look for Wood, unsighted, turns left, wham. The damage to both cars sees them not starting the third and final race here at Barbagallo. Restart was on, and Nick Percat was as well. Down the inside on Rodney Jane. Daniel Gillison, the Kiwi, came from nowhere to go around the outside in the Perth Shredding Services Falcon, but he got hung out to dry. Straight out through the sand went George Medicki, the Cytec Ford. Did manage to rejoin, but Rodney Jane was not giving in. He had his nose in front, and he went blow for blow with young Nick Percat. Tim Blanchard landed on the scene as well in the J-Lec Ford. But Percat would eventually get by. Turn 6 was the place that he got it done. Through on the inside to take the lead in the Coates Hire Commodore. Matt Hansen, the local, and Michael Hector got involved at turn 1. Matt Hansen, a 25-point penalty for the contact with the Newcastle-based driver. Then Blanchard, it was his turn to make a move on Jane. He got through to second spot. It was pretty wild and willing as those who started further back in the top 10 tried to use their car pace and move their way forward. Scott McLaughlin lunging the inside on Luke Yulden at turn 1, and then this. Rodney Jane accidentally hitting the pit lane speed limit button on the exit of turn 1. It backed up the pack. McLaughlin got around, and Chaz Mostert really started to put the pressure on the Bob Jane T-Marts Ford. It was pressure that eventually would land him a position down at turn 7. He got on through, but Rodney Jane was not going to give in. Nick Percat drove away, though, in the Coates Hire Commodore after 2.5 years in the Dunlop Series. Finally wins his first race in the development category. The reigning Bathurst champ, 3.6 seconds clear of Tim Blanchard. Yulden third from McLaughlin and Mostert. Scott Pye, the race 1 winner, started 10th, and that's where he finished. But it was a very happy Nick Percat.
Really happy, and we've actually made big improvements from qualifying in the dry to racing in the dry, so that's good. And hopefully if it rains, we've sorted that too, because the car's a lot different than it was. So couldn't be happy with the Coates Hire boys, and it's finally happened, and it's a long time coming, but yeah, it was a good one.